What you gonna do, Macho Man?
Come inside, take off your coat, I'll make you feel at home. Now let's pour a glass of wine, cause now we're all alone. I've been waiting all night, so just let me hold you close to me, cause I've been dying for you, girl, to make.
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the gaps in your raps, but I can't feel that hardcore appeal that you're screaming. Maybe I'm dreaming. This ain't Christopher Williams, still some MC got the feel one, cats I got the feel some. To let you know that if you fuck with big and heavy, I get up in that ass like a wedgie. Says who? Says me, the lyrical. Niggas playing Biggie off the street, it's a miracle. Left the drugs alone, took the dubs along with me. Just for the games acting shifty. Sticks and stones, red bones, but they gotta kill you quicker, especially when I'm drunk off the liquor.
I'll make you shiver. Then he's getting weak. Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to my final project for Dr. Palmer. We will take an inside look at wrestling fans. Now I know what you're thinking. Andrew, you're 23 years old now. What are you doing still watching wrestling? Well, it's something that's a part of my life, and I find it to be an amazing art form. And I found people from St. Francis and even the city of Philadelphia who would agree with me. Where has it all started for them?
6 years old, maybe 6, 7 years old was when I started watching wrestling, and I've been hooked since.
I started watching wrestling at 7 years old.
We're coming off of watching G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, that kind of thing, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what it was, but WWF just kind of just ate the world. There is no one that does it better than the Macho Man Randy Savage.
I knew wrestling was scripted.
They performed so well that it looked pretty real to me.
I assumed everything there was real, that what was going on was real, because the punches looked realistic to me, the chair shots.
So if wrestling is fake, what's the point?
Probably the entertainment. They had so many storylines going on, and I sort of had an attachment to some of the wrestlers that I enjoyed following them and following their progression throughout the WWE.
It's a choreographed battle, and it just keeps you entertained. So it's definitely their ability to, draw people in. So the spectacle of it makes me want to watch it every single time.
I loved it. I was still intrigued. It made me want to inquire more about it, honestly. I thought it was, like, to some people it turned them off because they don't want to watch anything that's fake, but when you're watching TV, most of the stuff that you watch is drama anyway, so what difference does it make?
This is where the big boys play, huh? Look at the adjective, play.
They just seemed to change. I don't know, it was like, I'd say by the late 80s, early 90s, it just kind of got a little bit more serious. It wasn't as whimsical as I remembered it.
What has happened there, Warner? Where are the lights? The lights have gone out here, and too many men. That the dog mentality. Coming for a big Buzo. Watch out, A-Train! Ow! Hand around the throat. Well, what goes up? Shoot slam! Come down!
Pro wrestling is an art form. because you take the athleticism of, once again, what you call a professional athlete, and you combine it with the ability to own a crowd and the charisma of your favorite actor or other performer.
People in the ring, those men in the ring, those men and women in the ring, deal with physical damage to their body, getting suplexed, getting thrown around, muscles are torn, bones are broken, because they have to be able to do certain flips, they have to be able to, you know, bend their body the right way, to take a hit the right way.
There's script writing, which creates art, and storytelling, which is art. So I think that plays a big part in terms of art form. That someone has to, the promos that they cut, that's definitely art. So for sure.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.
Oof, that's a tough one.
You had to bring this question up.
For sure, Shawn Michaels leads the pack.
Roddy Piper. He was so much fun, man. He was so much fun to watch.
I kind of like you.
The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle.
Has to be Ric Flair.
Woo! I mean, you got to put Hulk Hogan in there. Andre the Giant was, I mean, he was just such a figure, you know, before he died. There wasn't anybody like him. I mean, Andre the Giant was something. I'm not going to say he was the most skilled wrestler. He didn't really have to be.
John Cena, Randy Orton, and Eddie Guerrero. May he rest in peace.
I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go straight up Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Showstopper, the main event, Mr. WrestleMania, the guy that makes losing look good, is Shawn.
First live event was actually a couple of months ago, back in March. It was a SmackDown Live event, and it was awesome. Loved it.
Saw that something was kind of off about it. Really, the only thing I remember was I brought a sign to the show that said Triple H, Triple Loser, because at the time Triple H was a bad guy, and I just didn't really like his character.
I was at the 40-man Royal Rumble in 2011 when Del Rio won it. I was at 2008 when Cena broke my heart and he won it.
The introduction of the Ultimate Warrior, and that was just like so wild to see amongst all the rowdy fans and the signs and the intensity and all that. So
Tori and I have decided that we would like to start this match with our gowns off.
Like, why would a woman want to work for the WWE if she's just going to be seen as eye candy instead of seen as an athlete? Trish and Lita paved the way for that.
I had a big crush on Elizabeth, which was Macho Man Randy Savage's wife. And I think, you know, I was so young, but she was the only female in wrestling, really the biggest female presence. I should say there really was no, aside from Glow, there really wasn't any like female wrestlers.
I haven't flipped out this bad since my mom canceled my subscription to Warcraft.
It going PG to where the storylines just become dumb. And just, you know, sometimes it's like unwatchable. Like, really, this is what you give us as a product?
There's certain moves that can't be administered anymore, like chokeholds and stuff, because they can't have these kids looking at this. So the PG era is definitely a low point for me in the wrestling industry, and it's a reason why I stopped watching.
The problem with wrestling is that it became too sexualized and violent, and that's what led it to become super PG.
Cena represents the WWE's change from blood and topless divas and bra and panties matches and extreme violence to a more family-friendly product.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Give me a hell yeah. Rest in peace. Chip is her.
I believe that it would always be a popular thing because it has so many fans around the world, but I don't think it will ever be as popular because of all the changes that they've made.
It's not gonna happen. Wrestling will be good, but it'll never be as big as it was in the 80s or 90s.
Plays a factor into half of the guys are gone and they don't have any more competition, so they're really not there's really no striving for anything to try to beat anyone, so they could give us anything that they want. So it really doesn't matter because they're the only ones still standing.
Wrestling has a chance to become as big as it once was, and if they can do it with women like Charlotte, Becky, and Bayley, then wrestling can become popular again.
I don't know about that. I don't think it will be because, and the reason I say I don't think it will be is because, you know, the 80s and 90s, that was a new time, that was a new platform, they did new things. Now, all of that has been done, so trying any original, you know, storylines and stuff that hasn't been done before is very hard.
WWE's product doesn't have the respect that a football game has, or that an MMA fight has.
I think there may be some kind of hybrid of it in the future. I think there was a between like America's the Ninja Warrior thing and what was the other one? There was like another show, the American Gladiators. If they could somehow combine wrestling and some of these other shows and maybe create a new kind of a niche, I think you'll get some of that, you know, a newer popularity. Yeah.
Well then, SFC, there you have it. And if you have any more questions or any more inquiries, please watch Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live and get the info you need. Andrew Vanech, out.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go. Go. Palmer didn't take attendance. Go.